And welcome to the Spoiler Kings. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Brand Man Brandon. How you doing, bro?
Not too bad, man. I feel like once you get through Monday, you could just conquer anything. So
First thing I'm gonna say is, "What up, Derpy?"
what is going on, Derpy?
He says, "I want to drink and cry being an Ohio State fan right now." What is this game? It's Ohio State and Michigan both should be ashamed. They should have both won, and we should have an all Big Ten championship game. And now we got this crap on our TV. The only reason I'm still watching it is waiting for this Ant-Man trailer to drop right now. That's all I'm waiting. I know it's supposed to be about 9:15, so I'm thinking the next commercial break, we're probably going to get it.
I hope so. Like just put it out at this point. That's really all I'm invested in.
Well, I think that's all anyone's left to look at right now. This game is over. It's awful. It just really is. So, I mean, right now we're just hanging out together. We don't really have any plans. We just want to make sure we get a live reaction of this Ant-Man trailer. Then we'll pull it up on YouTube. We'll watch it again and kind of go from there.
I'm completely good with that. Yeah, man.
Always biased to SEC. Yeah. All right. What do you want to ask, Derpy? I want to hear. I definitely want to hear. Oh man, I'm also really excited for The Last of Us. So that talking about Sunday.
Less than a week.
Yeah, Sunday we're gonna get this.
Hey.
Watch party for The Last of Us. We might be able to do this. All right, you guys. Here we are.
New Dynasty.
Damn, King.
Huh. Oh.
Damn.
I'll have another. Make it a double.
Yes. IMAX 3D.
I'm almost done. Wow. Dude.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Yep. That's gonna be an that's gonna be an IMAX 3D watch for me.
I was excited to see it, but I am unbelievably excited now. This is amazing. I cannot. You know what? I can hear exactly what Tank saying right now about that trailer.
Holy shit, that is crazy good.
That was gonna be
bonkers,
right?
Dude, that was when he says, "I don't have to win. We just both have to lose." What? got me. Wow, this is going to be epic. And you start to see King's powers. Dude, I am just in awe. I'm loving it.
Yep.
As Derby said, that's not even the full trailer.
Yep. Apparently the full one's online now. So,
man, all right. So we want to wait for Tank to do the full trailer, but I'm going to pull it up as soon as he comes on. We doing this because that was more than a taste. That was amazing.
And it's still, it still showed just enough to get you invested and hook you in without showing the entire movie like so many things do. It does kind of seem like we're kind of easing our way out of that trend. But yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, but that was almost better. Like that trailer was almost as good as the Multiverse of Madness. Like you see two Scott Langs, he's like he could go through anywhere in time. He can manipulate time. We start to get to understand the power that he has.
Yep.
I'm so excited to see this movie now. Like we're definitely getting a private theater. This is happening.
I'm in. Definitely down to private theater it up for that.
I can't believe what we just saw. Like I am so in awe.
I'm gonna have to see. I need to see the Quantum Realm in IMAX 3D if it's possible, though, at some point, because I'm sure I'm gonna see it more than once.
All right, so I tried. We've officially waited 3 minutes for Tank. This is as long as I've tried to do it. Trying to be, a good friend, good teammate. I don't know if I can do it again, so I'm about to play this thing again, man. Is that okay with you?
It is totally fine with me. Are you pulling it up on YouTube right now?
You know I am. All right, so I'm gonna hit the. I'll do the transition thing right now, and then we'll watch this full trailer. 2 minutes and 18 seconds. I can't wait. This is gonna be amazing. All right, here we go. And welcome to Spoiler Kings, guys. You know what just happened? They just dropped the Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania trailer number 2. I just saw that glimpse of what we saw on TV. Got it up on YouTube. Let's watch it now. Is that okay?
Let's go. It's totally fine with me.
Let's do this. Make sure you can hear it.
I can hear it.
You're an interesting man, Scott Lang. You're an Avenger. You have a daughter. But you've lost a lot of time, like me. We can help each other with that.
Cassie's a little delinquent. Cassie's a little delinquent.
Yep.
Who are you? I'm the man who can give you the one thing you want. What's that? Time.
They can rewrite existence.
Right, existence.
And shatter timelines.
Shatter timelines. What the hell?
You cannot trust him.
I don't care who this guy is. I just lost so much. He can give us a second chance.
Look at that. Look at that.
Let me make this easy for you. You will bring me what I need. Or everything you call a life will end.
This is all my fault.
You may not
Ripping
want to
timelines
watch
to
this.
shreds.
We had a deal.
Hold on.
Oh, MODOK!
Yep, hold on.
You thought you could win. I don't have to win. We both just have to lose. I'm sorry, Cassie.
If you're not hyped after that, you might not have a pulse. What
For
the
real.
hell? I am in awe.
Mhm.
That was so good.
Mhm.
He's about
Holy
to
crap.
he's about to F things up.
Mhm.
Kang is going to F things up. This is amazing. I mean,
Oh, Jonathan Majors is going to absolutely crush it.
let's see if I can pull up some steals of this stuff. I mean,
Mhm. Oh, I didn't expect a shot of MODOK.
see, I knew that he was in it.
I'm not entirely sure I'm completely sold on how he looks just yet. But
If I can,
it's cool to finally see MODOK on screen.
see if I can pull that up a little bit. Dude, that's pretty good. Look at it.
Mhm. Holy crap. Oh, we're finally getting MODOK.
That is, I mean, that's really awesome. Look at it. I mean,
Mhm.
looks good, makes sense. I mean, you hear from all the stuff that he might be really the main villain, the one who's really going against them. That's going how they're going to lose.
Which could be cool. I wouldn't mind that. I'm wondering if these rumors are true about MODOK being Darren Cross from
Exactly.
Yellow Jacket.
That's awesome. That's an awesome concept. I just
Mhm.
can't even think about. I mean, some of these things are just amazing. It's beautiful what we're seeing. Look at that,
Yeah.
guys. Come on, what the
man.
hell? It's like, the quantum realm is amazing and looks amazing. This
I'm gonna need to see this on a I'm looking at this the same way that I did Avatar. I need to see it on the biggest screen possible in IMAX 3D at least once.
I agree. This looks like it's going to be an epic movie. I cannot wait.
To think that these movies to think that the Ant-Man trilogy started kind of like as a very simplistic heist movie,
As a
and
goof
then
almost, and they've turned it on its head.
yeah, and now I think this is really gonna obviously it's gonna be very much a turning point in the MCU with what they're of course calling the multiverse saga.
Hey, this almost got me. This almost got me. I was almost crying.
Mhm.
I started to tear up a little bit. I was like,
Mhm.
lost all that time with your baby. I could not imagine coming back. I have a 6-year-old and an 8-year-old. I can't imagine coming back and my babies not being babies anymore. Like, it's just like,
Yeah,
being a teenager,
it'll be,
lose that time. Oh,
yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they go with that storyline. But how the father daughter relationship between Scott and Cassie develops, because of course Scott was always very very close to Cassie in these movies. That was his most prized possession.
okay,
So,
Janet Van Dyne says he can rewrite existence.
And
Like,
shatter. Mhm.
that is unbelievable. And look how beautiful this is.
Yeah,
Shatter
timelines.
timelines.
Mhm.
Like, he's basically, when he talk about Endgame, they're like, why can't we just go to baby Thanos and go?
Mhm.
That's him. That's what he would do. He's that boss. Like, that's amazing. I can't, man. I thought I was hyped before. Now I gotta wait. You tell me I have to wait a month and 6 days? I can't. I mean, month and 8 days. I can't.
Yep.
Okay.
And hopefully this goes further with it with its premise and what it can really do for the universe as a whole. Like I've said last week, that was my main kind of point of disappointment with Multiverse of Madness. It didn't do as much for the multiverse or the multiverse saga as I was hoping it would do.
Yeah.
So hopefully this does a little more with the premise and just really runs wild. Even with the subtitle Quantumania, that kind of promises
Hey, Mania.
some
It tells you that in itself.
some crazy shit.
You know, that's just sounds amazing. This whole thing looks amazing. I'm psyched. I cannot wait to see how far they go. And this is a real test for Marvel because you know everyone's complaining that and it's Phase 4. You know, it wasn't enough. Marvel didn't go big enough. We were talking about Multiverse of Madness. We're talking about Thor: Love and Thunder. They just didn't go big enough. They should have done more. And it seems like Feige heard everybody, and now he's going to be like, "Oh, really? I'm about to go bigger and better and badder than you ever seen." So I'm hoping that we get crazy things in this movie.
Yep. Same. I hope it really goes all out with its
exactly
with its premise.
Me too. I agree 100%. So Therapy says, imagine Secret War considering Infinity War and Endgame's level of emotions. The kids thought that they were emotionally scarred then. Just wait. Kang Dynasty is going to blow your mind, guys. Yeah. Anyone who knows anything about Kang Dynasty, Secret Wars, all this stuff is going. This next phase can really blow your mind. And Kang's connected to everybody. So like we're complaining about Moon Knight, right? That is not connected to the MCU. Well, Moon Knight's in Egypt, right? Who is Kang? He's a Ramatut. That's who he is already. So like he's connected to Moon Knight in ways. He's connected. He's gonna be like God level type of villain. I can see what we're going to get from this, and this is going to be bad. It's going to be amazing. I cannot wait to really dive into this. But that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Brandon wants to know what you guys think, so he can come back and tell us how right he was. If you see this video, like the video, comment on it. Let us know what you think about the trailer, and we'll see you guys in the next video. If you're live, stay tuned. We're going to continue to break this thing down. Hopefully we'll have Tank jumping in soon. All right. Thanks, guys. Dude, I'm just still super.
Yeah. That was great. And, you know, I've always found the Ant-Man franchise very, very fun, surprisingly fun. You know, I like how they step it up with each movie. I know Ant-Man and the Wasp got a lot of hate. Personally, I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was a nice little it was a nice little break from the anxiety that was Infinity War like several months beforehand, and then the post-credit scenes happened. But yeah, I like where they're going with this. You know, we've always, you know, the quantum realm itself has always really been teased since you know, we've never really gone like in depth. You know, I think the most we've gotten to explore it before this was probably Ant-Man and the Wasp. It was really just used kind of as a highway in Infinity War or in Endgame. So to go really deep into the quantum realm and to see just how deep and how vast this rabbit hole really goes, that's what has me excited for this.
Exactly. I'm all for
you know, yeah. So this is great that we're really, really getting that in-depth look. This feels like a lot of payoff.
You know what? They're doing it different than they did with Multiverse of Madness. You know, we kept hearing all these leaks and everything. We didn't get all the leaks. We're getting just raw footage, seeing these things. This right here, I pulled it down. This is one of my favorite scenes I saw. Go one more time with that. Hey, what's up, Tank?
What's going on, buddy?
What's up, man? Sorry I'm late.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
This right here blew my mind too. Like just right here. They're gonna. I mean, he's gonna have multiple Scotts. You saw all of them getting ripped up. That was. Did you see this the trailer?
Yeah. I wound up watching it.
it looks it looks trippy, to say the least. You know, like it looks more it looks even more trippy than the first Doctor Strange was, which was a really which was a very trippy movie. You know,
Yeah, this one.
So
the trailer was great. I was so upset I didn't get to watch it with you guys though, but I did watch it.
Did you see the one online? Because it's much longer.
What do you mean?
It's like it's about, I guess, about 30 seconds longer.
Yeah, there's some more
one,
stuff.
The one that they dropped on YouTube.
Yeah, on YouTube. That's what I have right now.
Yeah, that's the one I've only seen.
Okay, okay. So we saw the one on TV. Yeah. So we're live when it came on TV, and then we're like, that was amazing. Let's look at it in detail. So I pulled it up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Immediately. Oh man, that's so cool.
Yeah,
what was your favorite part, Tank? Because we've been talking about this like so much now. What was your favorite
part? Man, I liked a very different version of Jonathan Majors. You know, in Loki, he was very kind of silly. You could tell,
very animated
for so long. Yeah, very but very cryptid too with everything. Here, he's
just straight badass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even in the trailer where Ant-Man's like, "Oh, we had a deal," you know, and yeah, he's a bad guy. Bad guys don't hold their end of the deal.
You
know, but even like there's that one part like a little bit towards the end when like he like smashes his mask and he's like, "Oh, I don't have to win. Like I just have to
make sure you lose." Yeah, we both have to
lose. He's all you see his arms like exposed and stuff. So I'm like, "Oh man, that must have been some kind of crazy battle and stuff." And like that part made me think. I'm like, does he die here? Is this?
It felt very ending, like this is it for him.
Yeah.
And the fact that he loses, we all know they're going to lose. Kang is going to win.
Yeah.
You know, man, I just can't believe what I was watching. I think this could be serious. Like this could be a serious movie, much better than.
And this is a good kick. This is the official beginning of Phase 5, or is it not? Or am I wrong?
Yeah, I believe
it is.
You're right.
Yeah.
So way to
set the tone.
Way to kick things off with a bang if they really if they really stick the landing with it, especially, which I have no doubt that they will.
They done it so much better. Instead of getting all those leaks, just show us unbelievable stuff. Just snippets. You know?
Yeah.
And let people's mind go wild. Exactly.
Yeah. Stuff that gets you hyped. Like a cool, you see part of the fight scene at the end, or whether we assume at the end, where it looks like they went through like a battle. Even MODOK, seeing MODOK, I thought was
cool.
Right?
It was really awesome.
I pulled up a still of that. That was incredible.
Yeah, I'm really curious about that. I'm really curious because he has the little tiny arms.
The leaks before were saying that MODOK was really going to be the real bad guy. But this made it seem like that Kang is the dude. Like, no, I'm the bad guy. MODOK is trying to play a game against Kang, and Kang is just going to be all badass all the way.
Yeah, that's what I think. But I think it says some pretty cool stuff. I'm pretty excited about it. Like Ant-Man's gonna like not listen to the people he loves to try to get the thing he wants. So
time. And it makes so much sense. You lost so much time with Infinity War, and that's just what we got in Endgame. You lost that with your daughter. I can't imagine. Can you imagine just getting snapped away and come back and Lucas is 10?
Yeah, I know. That's
nope.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know if I could ever deal with that. If I came back and my babies were, if I lost a year, let alone 5, it'll be over for everybody. I'll come back. I'm destroying the world.
Yeah. It was definitely something crazy. But I mean, I like this version of Kang. If this is what they're gonna do with this character, and all the variants and stuff like that, I'm invested. Like they got a great actor that can do something like this, who can be one version and then be this
The
badass
next
version. And then what else? What else are we gonna see? What other versions are we gonna see of him?
I mean, and we already know we're supposed to be getting him as the Beyonder. Can you imagine
Mhm.
Kang
Supposedly,
as the freaking Beyonder?
I don't know. I'm still kind of about that.
Yeah, I'd still prefer that them be kind of their own separate entities.
Yeah,
I think
But-
it's going to be more like one version of Kang is so strong that he gets the Beyonder's power. Like he gets to the
Mm.
that place where he grabs the Beyonder's power. So he's the Beyonder, but you're still going to have a Beyonder in the MCU.
yeah,
Mhm.
we're gonna get that. But I mean, it would make sense, or it would be an easy conversion. They're like, oh, well, you already saw him be this person in Loki, who is kind of a very low version of the Beyonder. Like, let's just amplify it times 100
The
and make him
Beyonder is
completely crazy.
probably what the third strongest
Oh,
character.
insanely powerful. Yeah.
I mean, he's an Omega level mutant. Not even mutant. He's like God almost.
He's like, yeah, he's like a god. Yeah,
He's
Mhm.
in charge of the tribunal. He is all that. So like that's gonna be crazy. And you
Yeah.
can see destroying worlds. That's how much power they have. You could destroy multiverses.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
but
so-
then he has that. But I was saying Kang could connect the entire MCU. Anything that's not connected, he could connect them all. Everyone's talking about Moon Knight not being connected. Well, Kang what's his name? Ramatut. He could go back and he could be that. He could be connected to what's the guy's name? Amshu. What's his name?
Khonshu?
Khonshu. So he could be
Probably,
because when Khonshu grabbed that boy, remember in Moon Knight, and he had that T-shirt, and they said that might be a Ramatut T-shirt, like the logo for him. So
Yeah.
like it could be already connected. It could already be happening. Everything that everyone wants didn't like in Phase 4 could be solved in Phase 5, and Feige could already have an answer already.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about Phase 5 getting kicked off. I really am.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This seems like it's going to be a great kickoff, and I know the verdict has definitely been out when it comes to Phase 4 and how divisive it's been. I personally, I enjoyed Phase 4, but I really think that the kind of like the build up that we got, leading up to Infinity, to like the likes of Infinity War and Endgame. I think that was really well balanced, and it really advanced the narrative towards that. So I think we're going to be getting something a little more with a sense of direction, and so I appreciated Phase 4 for what it did. A lot of standalone stories, like we've said, a lot of stuff that was directly influenced by the directors itself. I really appreciated that, but I do also like the kind of like the build up towards a big bad, like we got with Thanos.
I think there's nothing like it. That build up is
Yeah.
nothing like it, and it creates when you have Omega level mutants or Omega level like villains, it just makes the entire story bigger. It makes it stronger, and I love that they're taking this stuff this way. But I was going to bring this up. World's Biggest Geek has, hey guys, I wonder in this movie if there will be a little ship of the first family maybe stuck in the world coming out to stop him.
I think it's possible.
That'd be a good way.
I think it's possible.
That'd be a very easy way to bring Fantastic Four in, is like just bring them in from a different universe that they meet up, because they already know King is such an issue in their world. They have to go in here, and then they're like, oh shit, we'll follow you here because you effed everything up. Yeah, I don't know.
It certainly would. And Feige is very, very good at keeping things close to the chest, especially when there's no Tom Holland or Mark Ruffalo involved.
We're gonna be sitting like I'm arguing week after week. We still haven't got a Fantastic Four cast release. We don't know whose cast is what. And Feige's sitting there like, excellent. They don't even see my master plan.
Yeah.
And it's like,
it's
boom,
possible.
and the whole time.
Yeah.
It's possible.
So real quick, I wanted to show this. This was a cool scene. So like at first you're like, oh, it's a bunch of like weird stuff, but then like you kind of see here, it's like, oh,
they're all
Ant-Mans.
Ant-Mans. They're all Ant-Mans. Yeah.
Are they variants or are they just like weird, trippy
what you
clone
saw
things? Like
when you're
what is
running?
up?
when they're running and you saw him just like do the Fantastic Four Marvel, it kind of pulled them apart and they went like strings and he pulled them apart and made them not exist anymore. That was there were like at least 35 Ant-Man over there.
Yeah, in that one.
Yeah, so I mean, we're gonna have. That's probably how Scott can fight him because he can make so many variants of himself.
Yeah,
because it seemed like he was cloning himself. Didn't it seem like that? I mean, when it was him, and then all of a sudden he looked in the mirror and there was two of them. You know, so is he cloning himself? Is he just different variants? I mean, you're in the multiverse. You're in, I mean, the quantum realm, so anything is possible.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, they're gonna give us some explanation. Also, here was I know I think we've been saying it for a while. These rings that are floating around his man, that looks a lot like Shang-Chi.
Yeah, it really does. It
really does.
A lot like Shang-Chi. So
I think Shang-Chi's gonna be really big in this next phase. He has to be big. He has to be a big part of it.
Yeah.
And Kamala Khan, of course, too. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so what was your favorite part of the trailer so far? A new dynasty.
I was like, what?
What's your favorite part of the trailer?
The shot of Ant-Man, it looked like he was when he was diving straight down, and it looked like he was going subatomic. That was really cool. Him getting buried under like all the other like not alternate versions. I don't know if those were like kind of Ant-Man clones or like we said, other variants. That was a pretty cool shot. That shot of MODOK, I did not expect that. That was really cool.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. I like he got like a little heartbeat kind of thing. I don't know if that's what it kind of looks like. I mean, it could be like a voice box too.
A voice box, exactly. Like as he speaks, it moves and whatever. You get lights.
Little red thing here, Infinity Stone, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm hoping they do more with MODOK. I hope he's not a one-off. That's one of my. I think that's one of the things about the MCU that I kind of have a problem with from time to time. They certain villains they make one-offs rather than.
Bush. Sorry, I had a cold, guys.
Or the babysitter.
Like, it didn't make any sense. Like, how dare you do that with them? But MODOK used to be cool, very cool. So many things. I mean, Kang just looks so amazing, so powerful. It's like things that we have not seen before. They're going to raise the level of a villain in this. I mean, that's hard. That's gonna be. I mean, that's really hard from Thanos. But he can manipulate time. He can manipulate space. He can break. When they talked about breaking time and all that stuff, it made me think about Loki. You know, the time variance and all that stuff. That maybe this Kang is also part of that. The TVA. He's still the leader of the TVA. They could be one and the same. This could be connected to Loki. Not just in the mind that, okay, we saw him, but that this variant might be the dude.
Do you think we see Loki? I don't think so, but maybe post credit.
Would that be surprising if it was a post credit or mid?
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah. I know it's so early to talk about like post credits for something like this, but like this movie can set up so many different things. It can set
There's
up
a lot
almost
set up.
Anything.
Dude, there has to be an over under on post credits. I'm going with the over under 2. Post middle.
It'll probably be 2.
It could be right before the credits come. It could be a mid credit, and it could be
the mid credit scene, and then the end credit scene.
It could be 3.
Yeah. No, I can see one being a silly kind of something because that's what they were doing for a while, and I enjoyed that one, like a silly little like, oh hey, yeah, that's funny, and then like one that was like important, you know.
This movie doesn't seem you're gonna get much silly. I mean, it's possible Scott Lang dies. I mean, there's that Cassie has to take over as stature because of what's going on. It's just so much that could happen. I hope they don't kill Scott Lang though. I hope they don't.
I think it'll definitely retain the humor of Ant-Man. I think it'll just kind of be in a little more distributed, a little more sparingly than the last two movies. This seems a little more, you know, a lot more obviously serious stakes that we're dealing with. I know we're gonna get some of that obviously we're gonna get some of that trademark Paul Rudd snark, but I think it's gonna be kind of it's gonna be distributed a little different this time.
Yeah. So
That's
I mean,
what
for
I'm
sure.
thinking.
I hope we can get a private theater for this. It'll be pretty fun.
Oh, no,
But I do want to see this in like something like IMAX as well. Yeah, this probably
I
gonna
was
be a
just saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed on both counts. Brian and I were talking about that earlier. Maybe like we can get a private theater, but I absolutely do have to see this on IMAX, preferably IMAX 3D. I gotta experience the quantum realm that way.
I want Dolby
Yeah.
IMAX. Like I could do Dolby 3D.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do 3D. That always messes me up, man.
Yeah,
Avatar is a different thing, but
you have headaches, but I want to be.
but,
I want to
like
in
this
the movie.
scene.
Look at him.
How do you? Does he look good? I mean, how do you guys feel about his look?
I think it looks fine.
I'm fine with it. I was wondering how they were going to handle the blue skin. It seems like a tinted mask he was wearing.
Yeah,
almost like a space, like a astronaut's mask as he goes through time and space. That he has that,
or like a very, very futuristic Iron Man mask. You know what I mean? Like oh, here's the technology, and it's just what hundreds of years down the road is like, because his eyes are white. So obviously when he doesn't have the helmet part on, he doesn't have the white eyes. So it's from the mask. So I'm wondering, are they like little enhancers or something like that?
He sees inside, he can see the future, all the different variants of what could happen in the future. He's basically like, he could be Doctor Strange in that one moment. Like he sees all the possible things that are happening. And that's how he reacts. That would be really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I like it though. I mean, I was trying to see who was fighting in the background, but I can't really tell. They're like red.
They look like little ant-mans.
Possibly. Yeah.
So do you guys think this is going to be something that they lose big and they're stuck in the quantum realm? Or do you think that Kang gets out?
That's an excellent question. I think that there will be a narrow escape by at least Scott, Hope, and Cassie. I'm thinking maybe even Hope and Cassie. I think that I'm kind of leaning towards like kind of like a more serious kind of like oh crap note that this could very well end on.
I think
maybe even
this whole entire phase 5, every movie they're going to lose, and it's going to build more and more and more, and they continue to lose over and over. That would be that would kill you too, wouldn't it? Like you feel hopeless because he continues to win.
That'd be interesting. That'd be super interesting because then it's like. Because something like they take Infinity War and just like spread it out, because they lost, Team Cap and Team Iron Man, they both lost. But now it's like, imagine if they lose like as individuals, like you said, that'd be really interesting. Because then you bring everyone together in like Kang Dynasty Secret Wars or something like that. And they're like, that'd be interesting. That'd be good.
I would like that idea that everyone.
That'd be fun. I think you would piss off a lot of people, though. You think, like,
but it's
these guys lose.
Every single hero that you have loses. Kang wins in every single way, and it takes all of them coming together with all their variants to even almost stop him, and then they still don't kill him. It might take a variant of Kang himself to stop Kang.
Yeah. Oh, look right there. He don't got this little helmet thingy on.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Right? Is that him?
It looks like more.
I think that is. This is that big old face and kind of goldish. Yeah, maybe.
They're like, don't trust him. Don't do it.
Oh yeah, he's right back there.
Man, this is gonna be
Let's see
so
if I can
good.
slow it down a little bit. Yeah,
That's him.
Oh yeah. That is MODOK. Holy crap!
No,
Yeah.
that's what's called. What's his name? They're fighting from
That does look just like Cross.
it does look like, and he was bald.
Yep, that's him.
Yeah,
That's
it
him.
even looks like his eyebrows. That looks like
Yeah.
It's got kind of like Corey Stoll's facial features. Holy crap!
Yeah. Oh, that's what
I'd be
those
okay with
are.
that. Because that does tie a loose end. We
Because remember,
for all we know, he just got sucked up into the quantum realm. We never really saw, nor did we get an explanation of just what exactly happened to him.
Yeah.
So that would really bring things full circle. I'd be good with that kind of with that kind of change up, to the character. I'd be fine with that.
It makes sense too, though.
It
Like
does.
he's stuck in a stage between big and small, with the big head, small legs, small arms. So yeah, but even like those, those are armrests.
Yes.
Because I saw that in the other one where he had the mask on. I'm like, why do he have those like flaps? I was like, those are for his little teeny arms. So,
but
I'm
this
just
feels
glad
like
he doesn't
very
look
much like an ending of an arc. This is seeming very final.
Trilogies are usually like end of stories.
So it's possible Scott Lang might die.
I don't think you have somebody like Paul Rudd and kill him. I hope not.
I mean, he's been in what, 5-6 movies?
A lot. He's been in a
Look at him
lot.
out.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see it. I mean, this is killing him would be like almost killing the last of the first, the old phase.
Yeah.
Just really, I'm thinking about it. I mean, Spider-Man's not going to die. Thor's a god. Scott is the only human. I don't know. I mean, I could see them killing him off. Or him being mortally injured, stuck in the quantum realm, not around for any more movies for a while. Until we get to like Battle World or something like that.
Yeah. I am kind of glad though that the just like artwork stuff was not what we got. We didn't get that. That's not what
concept.
We got.
Yeah,
that's concept art. There you go. I was kind of figure out the word. Because a lot of people were upset about that, and then they had a picture. I was looking for the one with his mask off, and people were like, "Oh, what the? Like, why did it look like that?" I think the trailer one, that's much better.
Yeah,
that much better. It's kind of freaky though. It's
Yeah.
really freaky looking from this angle. I mean, it sucks when we see half of his face, but
here's one question: why will Scott trust him?
I obviously he's promising him something, or like something, like with his time, getting time back, all the years worth of time that he lost with Cassie and his family back. So obviously
Kang is offering that to him, but Darren Cross is probably telling him, you can't trust Kang. I'm going to help you with this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Darren Cross is telling the rest of his family, hey, you can't trust him. Trust me. He's too powerful. You can't trust me. And trust him. So now Marco Rodriguez says, I can't believe a preview of what the legendary battle against the Avengers, Deadpool, Wolverine, and the Fantastic Four are going to do already confirmed. I'm going to faint from emotion. It's a dream. Dude, I'm with you though. Just really, I'm with you. This is everything that I want, everything I can imagine. I'm hoping that they can deliver. If they deliver on this thing, Phase 5 is going to blow people's mind. Marvel's going to make record amount of money. Can you imagine Avatar 2 breaks the bank and goes $2.3 million, and then Ant-Man somehow gets to $2.4 billion just with Ant-Man.
I don't know. I think a lot of people are upset at the MCU right now.
They're still going to pay for it.
Oh yeah. Like even if I didn't care for Phase 4 that much, I'm still interested. And this trailer, I think, is probably gonna, like make people like, oh, okay. Especially especially him being the silly character, and it seems like they are not gonna really go funny much. It's hard because Paul Rudd is just naturally kind of snarky and witty and stuff like that. So like it's hard to like
wit and all the stuff, but it's so real. This is crazy.
Yeah. But I'm surprised. Like I didn't catch that the first time.
Me either.
I just paused it, but there, right there. Like
I didn't catch that. Yeah, I didn't catch that at all.
Yeah.
World's Big Geek says, how do you guys feel about the Young Avengers coming into the mix now of the MCU, starting off with Scott's daughter and Hawkeye and Patriot? And well, I mean, you have so many of these young people coming in.
I'm fine with it.
Kate Bishop.
Yep.
Wow. So
I like
I'm good with it.
I think having a different Avengers team makes more sense.
I think you could do different things with them being a younger. I mean, you can definitely kind of go a Young Justice route, but I mean, their whole thing was like they had to prove they were not sidekicks. It's a little bit different, but they still did like this, like these super op kind of things. And I feel maybe they won't go that crazy with it, but I feel like they're going to be like the kids. They're like, oh, no, we're good. We know what we're doing. And then the heroes are like, I told you not to do that, and you already see it in this trailer. It was like, hey, I told you not to mess with it.
Like when you saw with Invincible.
Yeah.
like stop doing that. And then you got to get beat up. But I mean, I think we're going to get the West Coast Avengers. I think we're going to get so many different, groups as we grow. And Kane's going to eliminate them all.
We'll get West Coast Avengers, Young Avengers, maybe even Great Lake Avengers.
See, I wonder, what are they looking at here?
What is that?
That's
I don't know.
Because I mean, he looks super interested, and I mean, MODOK's there, Kane's there, Cassie, and I was like, what is this? It looks like something's getting like sucked, like all the essence or whatever, like pull down this little hole.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yo,
what's up, going Zach? On, buddy? What is going on, Zach?
I know you saw that preview. I know you saw this Ant-Man trailer number 2. I know it blew your mind. I can't wait to hear what you got to say about it, man. Honestly.
Yeah.
Look, that's just amazing right there. That was I saw. I was like, this is unbelievable. Just did your first live stream?
Yo, what's up? That's awesome.
That's
dude.
so awesome.
Very
you reacted
nice
to this. Okay, that is so cool, man.
That's awesome, dude.
I wish I wasn't doing this so I could have watched it. It was so awesome. Oh,
I
man.
think every nerd and geek channel is definitely talking about this right now. So,
of course,
this is what it is. I mean, think about this. It's just you can see where the MCU is going. You see. I mean, all the ancient writing. This is probably something he's learned in the future and the past that he brought together to create this. That's why he could go through everywhere. He could manipulate time. He could change everything. He probably has a TVA in his back pocket. This guy is epic.
Yeah, his army is crazy. Like that's a lot.
I mean, we're gonna have some funny parts because we got Bill Murray, so you're gonna have something funny going on.
Oh yeah, easily. They're not gonna skip out on that. It's Bill Murray.
All the little mini Ant-Mans.
But they keep splitting. Like right here, they just keep splitting. That's weird.
As Zach said, it looks like the Guardian is. It looks like Guardian inspired, but a bit more experienced. But you see how they just like split up like that?
Look how bad this one looks. So I'm playing in like half speed right now. Watch this one. Let me see if I can rewind it back a little bit. Yeah, see, he split there. Watch right here. Watch how bad like the CGI looks. I mean, it's funny because it's just half speed, but it looked like me trying to track my face on something small.
Hey, No,
It was silly.
guys, look at this right here. Someone on my live stream say he's going to make an Ant-Man doing a heist to steal Shang-Chi's rings.
Oh, because he did ask for something. He goes, "You have to bring me something."
You have to bring me something and look for Shang-Chi's rings. That's very interesting. That's
Maybe
very
the
smart.
rings are the controller of the big giant ring thingies.
And he gets
Possibly.
them. He gets them, or because those giant ring thingies are Shang-Chi's rings. That's what they really are.
Those are the actual rings.
Those are the actual rings.
Yeah, like these things are the actual rings.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yeah,
See, I just assumed it was like he wanted what's her name? Michelle Pfeiffer's character.
Janet, yeah.
Janet. Is it Janet? Yeah. That's just funny.
No,
I can't unsee it.
Like, yeah, they went to go get something, so they're looking for something. So I could definitely see going to get Shang-Chi's rings, realizing this is bad, and saying, "Oh man, this is not what I really want to do."
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that looks cool too.
Freaking MODOK.
Look how big he is, though. Look at Big Jonathan Majors.
I was like the teeny arms, man. Like I always, every time we get one of these weird characters in the MCU, like MODOK, I always wonder, I'm like, how are they gonna make it not stupid? You know, they did it with Namor. It's like, oh, here's this dude that has little wings on his ankles, and I'm like, that's gonna be stupid, and it was awesome.
It was probably the best part of the whole movie. So MODOK's probably the best part of the entire movie.
You know, and it looks cool.
You know, I think we're at this point in this universe where really, no matter how ridiculous or fantastical, they execute it pretty well enough to where you could just where you can buy it. You know.
Yeah.
You know, who'd have thunk that? You know, this is a comparison that I know I bring up often, but who'd have thunk like a talking raccoon and his pet tree, on surface level, as ridiculous as it sounds, would turn out to be awesome.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like I'm watching an episode of Creed 3 or you know, a scene from Creed 3 when I see all that. That's just, I don't know, lose yourself in all of them. Oh gosh.
This is pretty cool. Like
and then seeing his power. This is what I like right here.
Are those the rings? Does he have them on? Those lit up? Oh shit!
It looks like it.
That spoiled part of the movie. It might be his. It
could just be his controls. Yeah, his wrist controls.
Yeah. I'm trying to see. It doesn't look like he has. Oh yeah, no, you see him pulsating before.
Man,
I'm curious on why they say Ant-Man and the Wasp. This trailer, you see her 3 times,
or maybe we're all, they're doing a switch on us, so we're all thinking, wow, Scott Lang's gonna die, and that's not what happens. You know,
it's her.
Maybe it's Hope that dies.
Yeah. Well, I'm not too worried about that. I'm sure, you know, Hope will have have just as equal a balance, or equal amount of screen time, and be instrumental to the story, just like she was in the first 2. I'm not too worried about that, just because we
haven't seen Hank and Janet for a long time. You can see them die.
Yeah. You know, so
that would make more sense, that with them kind of sacrificing themselves or whatever.
Like I was mentioning a little earlier, I think we're kind of getting back to trailers that don't give away too much when it comes to certain characters, and doesn't compress the entire movie into 2 minutes. So I feel like there's going to be obviously a lot more than what we're currently seeing. So, I'm not too worried about like characters like Hope or Janet or Hank getting equal exploration and equal story, just like Scott. So
yeah.
Therapy says, maybe they all die in Secret Wars and MCU is finally over. The end.
Not gonna happen.
And then Zach says, "How dare you, Derpy?"
Not that it wouldn't be a ballsy move on Marvel's
Yeah,
end. Not that
I'm sure Bob Iger's out here like, how dare you take away my billions of dollars?
Our world's biggest geek says, how do you guys feel if Marvel were to introduce the most almighty powerful entity in the universe, known as the Beyonder, in the mix as well? So I think they are going to introduce the Beyonder
At some point.
And no, but I honestly believe that Kang is going to be a variant of the Beyonder. I really do. I believe that's what's going to happen. It just makes too much sense. It works too well. Because you can do so many different things with that. And he has all these different variants, and you know he's one of the strongest things, and he's been around since the future. Making him a variant of Beyonder, I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, it seems a little too easy. Like you said, I wouldn't mind him being his own thing, and then he's trying to also go against King. He's like, oh, he's becoming too powerful, so like a higher up level entity like Beyonder needs to come down and help. You know,
but you use the Beyonder's power like the Phoenix Force, and whoever has control of it can still be. So Kang is just Kang, but he now controls the Beyonder. So now he controls the Tribunal. He controls all that stuff, and that's why he gets so powerful that he can destroy these realities. And you know, and that's how Dr. Doom comes in and he saves and creates Battle World, and then all the variants we get on this one world. That totally could happen. I can see it.
I would love to see Dr. Doom. I don't know if we get Dr. Doom.
I don't know if we get it here, but I think Dr. Doom is definitely coming in the next couple of trailers.
Yeah,
because he's going to be the one that creates Battle World. Him and Reed Richards. That's what's going to happen.
I mean, yeah, that'd be interesting.
Derpy says, "I just want Big Daddy Galactus." Yeah. Well, I think you're gonna see Galactus. I think you're gonna see Silver Surfer all in Secret Wars. You're gonna see all of that.
I think you go shout out Zach, because I know Zach is a big Eternals fan. But I think we see Galactus for the first time in the Eternals, at least mentioned kind of idea, because it makes sense. Eternals dealing with these giant, freaking things. Might as well make Galactus one of those the Celestials. That would make perfect sense.
So Zach says, I would like the Beyonder teased in this phase, but not used till later. You can see the Beyonder's power, and you can still, cast someone else as the Beyonder, but still having that power still be here in this phase, but not see it till later.
Yeah, I think hints at it would be a nice.
Derpy says, I just want to see him mess people up instead of being a cloud.
yeah, I know. God, that was so horrible.
Dude, God, I still think about that from time to time. Get annoyed.
It was so stupid.
That was really bad.
They couldn't have been serious with that.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was bad.
But we don't get much hope. We don't get much Hank Pym. We don't get a lot of people.
It's very Scott and Kang centric, this trailer.
I think, but that is to kind of give a bait and switch, like to make us think that's what all they're going to do, and then to say, no, it's actually really big about this entire family. The Wasp is just as important as Ant-Man, but we're only giving.
I'm sure she will be. It's not on a like I said. The job of a trailer is to kind of give you a basic idea of a plot without giving too much away, which this one definitely succeeded in doing. I really think the whole Scott and Kang dynamic is going to be the centerpiece of the movie, and that's really all they need. And that's all they needed to show. They showed just enough of that, and the rest of it is going to sell itself in that regard and show us in terms of the other characters. So, that's not anything I'm too worried about.
Zach says, I wonder how cosmic and big MCU can go before the casuals tap out. Well, they're talking about X-Men being very cosmic and talk about space and all this stuff that big. Talking about Eternals and how big it's going to be. We know Captain Marvel, all the Marvels are going to be cosmic. I mean, we know Fantastic Four is going to be that epic type of level. They're going to go huge. I think they've learned from Phase 4. What they've learned from Phase 4 is that we can't go small. We have to.
Ooh.
Someone got shot.
What was that?
That was me accidentally unmuting the teeth.
Oh, I was like,
I was
man.
trying to.
So breaking in.
I was like, hey, it's Chicago, man. You never know.
Yeah.
We gotta ask.
Yeah.
World Big Geek says maybe they can bring back the other Marvel entities like Kronos, the Living Tribunal, Eternity, Infinity, Mistress Love, Death. I think that Death is going to be huge.
That's pretty cool.
Death is going to be the
Tribunal will be awesome too.
But the Tribunal, they have to. If they bring the Beyonder, they're going to have to bring the Tribunal. Hey, Zach is like, who died?
Yeah. That's what it sounded.
No, but
Yeah.
if you have the Beyonder, that the Tribunal is going to be with it. I mean, that's just what it is. He controls them.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but we already got Eternity, from Love and Thunder.
Yep.
So who happens to be a 8-year-old kid,
girl, yeah,
whatever. So that's gonna be interesting. But
I think we might see at the end of Deadpool, we might see Death.
That'd be awesome. That'd be so awesome. That'd be super awesome if his girlfriend from the movie, I can't even think of her name, winds up being Death.
Winds up being Death.
Yeah.
That is so smart. I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
Didn't even think about that.
That'd be interesting. Like she because she dies. Because then they'll give her a reason why like Deadpool has a thing for her, but then like I've maybe somewhere you can add thing because there was always Thanos is trying to prove to her, but then like Deadpool, she's always like so interested in Deadpool. I could say why she's so interested in Deadpool at the beginning is like she's Death without knowing it yet, kind of thing.
She's not dead though. That's the only thing. Remember at the end of Deadpool 2, he reversed that, and she's back alive now.
What if that causes her to be Death?
And then
like,
causes
you died and now you're back alive.
Yep.
Like, that's not supposed to happen.
The universe doesn't like it, and they make her become Death. That would be cool. I like it. And you know what I said?
There goes some funny stuff.
Death played by Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
Hey, that would be cool.
Well,
I like it.
Yeah. Her schedule's opened after what happened with Wonder Woman. She's got the time on her hands.
Professor, the film fan said, I didn't notice MODOK until you froze that picture right there.
Yeah, we didn't either until we were like going through slow mo.
Yeah, so we saw the little gold one, but we didn't see like his face.
Yeah, that's just him
Cross.
chilling.
Yeah. Darren Cross, that's a huge Easter egg. That's really cool.
Yeah, especially this scene because you see who's the Scott right here. He looks very concerned. He's kind of there. Cassie's is kind of checking him out.
He probably tells him,
if
you don't get me the rings, this is a whole world is going to end. And look, this is what we have. I have to be able to control this.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, he's gonna lie. He's the bad guy. So, yeah. That.
I mean, did Thanos ever lie?
No.
I mean, no, but
sure didn't.
Just saying, nothing that Thanos ever said was a lie.
See, but he wasn't a villain in the sense of like Joker. There's villains who think they're doing something right by doing something horrible, like Thanos. But then there's villains like Joker who
just want
chaos. Yeah, and which is why Joker is such a great villain. It's like nothing matters to him.
Like you give me $32 billion and I burn it.
Yeah.
just because.
And I wonder if King is more. Well, then you also have like the power hungry guys, the people who just want to be in charge of everything. And I think King is definitely that kind of character, so which I don't think we haven't got that quite yet. Loki would be the closest thing, but he was more like, oh, I want to control this world, where King is like, I want to control everything, everywhere, all at once. The hot dog hands come in.
Thanos was a wild one. He was, man. Thanos was bad. That's what's so interesting about him being the villain, because everything he said was right. Nothing he said was really like crazy. He was doing it, and the world did prosper for those 5
Mhm.
years. Everything was better. Like
Well, yeah.
besides that, you didn't have your people.
Did you see Derpy's thing? It was
Yes, I
Liam
was-
Neeson or Christoph Waltz or Thomas Ian Griffith as Galactus. No,
Not necessarily. I've actually been fan casting Liam Neeson as Galactus for years. So no, that don't say that's horrible. Just
really?
don't.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think
don't
they're
like
gonna
that.
have anybody
What about
be.
you? Don't have to.
They could, or at least someone to voice him. They could.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I mean, you could get somebody really, really big, but I think you would probably distort it, very deep and like big, make it really big. But I don't know.
What if they like made it Christopher Walken?
Jesus.
Guys, I,
Yeah.
just so I can see him.
I'm going to eat your planet.
I'm going to eat your planet. Watch how I do it. I'm going to hover over it and eat it with my teeth. It's a horrible Christopher
That's
Walken.
so bad.
Yeah, not good at impressions either.
Nah, he was crazy. He was just articulate. He was. He's very articulate. He was able to explain his plan out perfectly, and you couldn't like dispute it. It was the worst. It's just without a heart.
Well, yeah, he didn't want to hear anything else. He's like,
No.
oh, there's some holes in your plan. He goes, shut up, and then breaks your neck. So
Now, let me talk to you.
Yeah.
Tries to explain to the next guy. You say, yes, sir, Thanos. Whatever you say.
Yeah. But yeah, man, this trailer, I'm pretty hyped about it, man. February
Same.
17th. That's
17th.
almost a
Yeah.
month.
Yeah.
Yep.
About 5
Just
weeks
a little
away.
over a month.
I say we canceled Valentine's Day right now and just call it Quantumania Day. Let's just go that way.
Yeah.
3 days before Quantumania Day. Happy 3 days before Quantumania Day.
I'd be
Yeah.
totally cool with that. It's not like I have a woman in my life right now.
That's the funny part. I have a wife and she would not go for that. She's like, oh yeah, you think those last 13 years was something? All right, I got something for you.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys.
Definitely.
Here you go. Zach, another great stream, guys. Real fun. Good night. See you, Zach. I'm glad. I know it's
Zach.
11,
Take care, Zach.
almost 11:30 for you, man. So go ahead. I know you got work in the morning. So appreciate you stopping by, though.
Thank you, Zach, as always.
Yeah, well, we got a bunch of viewers. This is probably one of the most. Hey, thank you, Jesse Bravo.
Thank you,
Just
Jesse.
subscribed. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah, definitely.
Mhm.
Especially with all the stuff we're about to get. This year is going to be awesome. We're going to continue to do so much stuff, so much fun stuff, and talk about all these great things.
Good kickoff too. January and February. I'm so used to those just being dead months. In terms of
Yeah, but we're not. We're going to have bangers, and then we'll get into March, and it's going to be bangers. It's going to be one thing after another. I mean, we're really going to have fun.
I give away a movie since we got a bunch of people in here. We got some new people in chat, which I appreciate. So you guys, what do you think? Should I give away Spider-Man No Way Home or Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness?
We want people to come back.
Yeah.
So No Way Home.
Spider-Man.
You don't like Multiverse?
I liked it more than most
Kinda.
people. I did.
Yeah. All right. So get your movies anywhere. Fingers ready. Get that ready. And we'll bring it up.
Let's do it. Wrong
All right.
person. Not you.
I know. And here it is.
Here we go, guys.
All right, No Way Home. It's just high def. It's not 4K. So sorry.
So can you read it to us too?
Sure. 3TRH7272 U8CNER 3ZY1. I had Brian trying to get it.
And what? I already got it. It's fine. All right, guys.
Yeah,
4, 3, 2, and gone.
All right. Oh, somebody get it.
Yeah, if you guys get in the chat, just let us know you grabbed it. That's very awesome. Hope you guys get to enjoy it. It's a great movie. It's probably the best comic book movie we've seen in a long, long time, if not ever.
Yeah. Well, that one had a lot of fan service. This one though, I am excited about. I mean,
Oh yeah,
super excited about it now.
and to think, they started shooting this movie back in 2021, which in concept kind of seems a while back, but that just flew by.
Yeah, man.
So I'm happy we're about to see this movie.
Yeah.
It's so close now too. So this is going to be great. I'm really excited. I'm excited for this entire phase. I feel like it's going to be bigger, and I'm just hoping that we don't get disappointed like we did for Multiverse of Madness. So
yeah, just as long as you do as much as you can with your premise, and just going all the way with it, I'll be satisfied. Don't especially with something as with as much promise and possibility as really delving into the quantum realm. Just run with it. Just run as far as you can. Run to the end of the track.
As big as you can. Why not?
Yeah, and then when you get to the end of the track, just plow through it and keep running. You really have to do as much as you can with your premises with your premise at hand. Otherwise, what are you even doing? That's how I feel.
What's up, Alyssa?
What is going on, Alyssa? Thanks for joining us.
Worst movie I have ever seen. I'm guessing Alyssa is talking about M3GAN.
What? All right, we'll get into that in a little bit.
I want to know what you think. Which one are you talking about, Alyssa? Oh boy. But yeah, no, this has been a lot of fun. I cannot wait to hear what other people think about it. I can't wait to hear more comments. I'm going to be looking on everything. I want to hear everybody's opinion because this has an opportunity to be special. And that's why I'm hoping for a special movie to knock your socks off right at the beginning of phase 5 and let you know what type of phase you're going to get.
Definitely. Yeah. It has
set the bar for the next
really
2 years
to really set the tone and what to expect for this phase moving forward.
Agree.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I'm going with.
Yeah, and then real quick before we end it, I threw up a screenshot in our Discord. So if you're not in our Discord, make sure you click the link down below. Join our Discord. We talk a lot about sports and other nerd huddle stuff. And then Spoiler Kings Movies TV, we have our own little section in there. So we talk about opening weekend stuff, spoiler stuff, Marvel, DC, all that good stuff as well. So make sure you join the Discord and make sure you hit that sub and like button. We're trying to get to 1,000.
Also, we're working on our website at thenerdhuddle.com. So we're going to be able to, you see our live streams, especially on Spoiler Kings. On there, you'll be able to see all the stuff that we do, our future shows, some pictures. We're going to be going to C2E2 this year. We're going to be putting all those pictures up there. So, this is nerdhuddle.com, has our schedule. It's us, Dynasty Pylon, the Nerd Huddle, because I got the Panda and Grizzly show, shows all of our shows, all photos.
I think I have when we went to go see Thor, private theater. A couple of us there, the 3 of us and Fredo. So good stuff.
We have a live stream. We should be working right now. Yeah. So if you're, go nerdhuddle.com, you can't get to YouTube. You always can watch it there too. So you can hit subscribe from there. You can subscribe to our other channels. This is what we really want. We're trying to make this whole big entity. We love sports. We love nerd stuff. We love movies. We're going to be talking about all of it. And of course, I love the Chicago Bears. So gotta have that too.
Yep. And just Spoiler Kings, we have our own section. So if you want to come in, have links to our reviews and all that good stuff. So it is something I think we're pretty excited about that. We're really getting going. Brian put a lot of work into it. So
And Tank took it out at home, so this is good. This works.
So yeah, cool. Yeah, check out the website.
All right, let's go to our next topic, guys.
Cool. Oh, excuse me.
Maybe I should do that, huh?
Oh, I thought you had it ready on my bed.
And welcome to Spoiler Kings, guys. We just finished talking about the trailer for Quantumania. Now we're gonna get to our movie review, M3GAN. Unfortunately, I'm the only one that didn't go see it, so this is gonna be me just setting up for this. The whole thing with my wife happened right when I was supposed to be going to the movie.
Oh yeah, it happens.
It's all right because
life
that's
happens.
why I'm going tomorrow, so it's okay.
Being down there. Yeah, I mean the good thing is there's really no spoilers, I guess.
We are, you know exactly what's going on. It is pretty self-explanatory. We all know Chucky, new age Chucky, so it's kind of it's awesome.
Yeah. So since me and Brandon probably be mostly talking, we'll be up here. but there's really no spoilers. I don't think we can say or do anything that will spoil the movie for you.
Hey, Horgy got it.
Did he?
Yes. Horgy got it.
Awesome. I'm very happy to hear that.
Yeah, there it is. Awesome.
Nice.
Heck yeah, dude. Congrats. Yeah. So I mean, everybody, if you're still sticking around, stick around. I got a bunch more movies to give away. A bunch more movies. Yeah. So and as we get more viewers and stuff like that, when we're live, drop a movie here and there.
Hey, I got comic books, lots and lots of comic books, digital copies.
Oh, the digital copy. Oh, nice.
Yeah, I have lots of them.
Yeah. So make sure you come check us out live. So if you're watching our replay, check us out live, and you can win a movie, you can win a comic book. So it's fun. But did you want to read the synopsis then, Brian?
Yeah, I already have it up.
Are we flexing our collectibles a little?
Just a little bit, guys. I have so much coming up. I have this unboxing stuff. I was like, man, I can pull this up too. This is great.
Yeah.
All right, so I got the synopsis up. Here we go. M3GAN is a marvel of artificial intelligence, a lifelike doll that's programmed to be a child's greatest companion and parent's greatest ally. Designed by Gemma, a brilliant roboticist, M3GAN can listen, watch, and learn as it plays the role of a friend and teacher and playmate and protector. When Gemma becomes the unexpected caretaker of an 8-year-old niece, she decides to give the girl a M3GAN prototype, a decision that leads to unimaginable consequences. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
That's all we got.
The playmate from hell. Again.
And this time we're for real.
Yeah.
So what did you guys think about the movie? What were the good parts? First of all, let's talk about all the good parts for the movie.
You wanna go, Brandon?
Yeah. First and foremost, talk about a movie that understood the assignment. I'd say the one thing that I liked about it a lot was the tone that it immediately sets, because it starts like the opening scene had me laughing my ass off, and then followed by kind of like an oh crap moment. So it really it's definitely a horror comedy, with some satirical elements in there. I think it really handled that quite well. I thought the acting was very good. Allison Williams is actually kind of falling a little more on my radar, just kind of as a versatile actress. And it's funny that even when she's playing a non-villain role, ever since Get Out, I just have trust issues with her.
She's a villain. That's just what it is. Black men everywhere. Black men everywhere, just like, oh no, not her again.
I really liked the way that it was very well directed. Gerard Johnstone, New Zealand film director. I've mentioned him a couple times when this topic has come up. He directed a horror comedy from about 9 years ago that I really, really like called Housebound, which really, really good one without giving too much away about it. Also, like I said, also a horror comedy. There was one scene in the movie in particular that takes place in a woodshed that actually reminded me of Housebound. But yeah, I really liked. He did a great directorial job on it. I really liked the tense moments. There were parts that were legitimately creepy as well as hilarious. There were what else was there? Even kind of like the soundtrack. I've been kind of doing this indie rock deep dive over like the past year, and there were like some indie rock tracks on there that I really liked. But yeah. Overall, I'd say there was a lot of fun to be had in it, and surprisingly, it was a horror movie with a message. You know, kind of about the
it really was.
Yeah, which I was really surprised to see and really appreciated. But yeah, I dug it. Might even go see it again. Which is kind of a rarity for things in the month of January. That's
especially horror movies. It's rare to see that.
Yeah.
Right, so what do you got though for this?
So real quick, get some comment. So Tony said Megan literally had to choke a bitch. yeah. And then Cookie, what's up, Cookie? So I can't believe how well this movie is doing for a January drop. Yeah, like Brandon said, I gotta go see it. Yeah,
January's when movies are die.
Yeah, especially a horror movie.
A horror movie in January, right after Christmas. It's killing it.
Just asking for bad news. Yeah.
Especially with how well received it's getting, you know?
Yeah.
You know, it's a critical darling right now.
yeah. So, how did Megan kill the neighbor?
Neighbor with the hose. That's my.
That's part of.
I thought it was the pesticide.
Yeah, it was like the chemical kind of thing. And then Horgiga, Megan was a fun theater experience. Titanium.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So I think Alyssa and Horgeek definitely touched on a couple of things that I liked the most. Was so Alyssa's like, how did the neighbor die with the hose? That's really the only killing they show of her. You know what I mean? Like there, and then there's a few more right at the end, but you know they weren't like that crazy. You know, you expected like some crazy stuff, some like what's that?
I mean, like Chucky. Chucky went around cutting people and stabbing them in a heart with a butcher knife. Like that's just what he did.
Yeah, just what it like. The hose one was pretty interesting, but they kind of just like she basically like waterboarded her to death with chemicals almost. You know, but there's some other parts where like the killing happened off screen, and I thought that was the way to go. You know, with stuff like this, because you know, always with a scary, creepy bad guy like Megan. You know, and then you let your kind of imagination kind of run wild. That's the best way to do a horror. If you show the gruesome and the gory, it's cool, but then there's no like, there it is. That's what it is.
More than become a scary movie.
Yeah, you know, so that, you know, but that one kill with the neighbor was kind of cool. You know, it's also freaky, you know, like with the different abilities she has to lure people in. You know, so she's like, you know, that's kind of a really cool one. And then like Horgeek said, Megan with the titanium, the music in this was so stupid.
Yeah,
but it worked. It
worked. Yeah.
Everyone in the theater laughed. You know, like you said, everyone when she sat down and she started singing Titanium. I was like, how on the nose can you get? Because like she has a titanium skeleton on top of that, you know, and all this, and then just the goofiness of it. But the first time she sang was at a very emotional kind of moment, and she sang, and it definitely took her like, oh, and then you're laughing, you know. So it's like, so you know, it was definitely fun because it was so off-putting. You know, it wasn't like, oh, she's scary because she's just straight up evil. Like she's scary because it makes no sense of her being scary. That makes it more scary, you know. And it's just so weird, so goofy. But definitely like
I said, it understood the assignment
100%. And then there was one thing, like I think me and Erica were talking about after we watched it, was Chucky was based off a real doll that terrorized our generation of being little boys. Like, I told my parents to like burn my buddy because like Chucky is not living with me. Yeah. And I'm like, well, what is this? And this is American Doll. The outfit, the customization you could do and stuff like that. That they were planning to do. That face. But that also that face reminds me of like American Doll toys, and the price tags being insane. Yeah,
American Girl dolls.
American Girl. That's what I was thinking. American Girl. I
got little girls, so yeah, I know.
Yeah, and I'm sure after they see this, they're like, nope.
Like, I ain't seeing this.
Yeah. Honestly, my parents like traumatized me when I was a kid. Like, oh, that toy we bought you? Here's it killing everybody.
Oh, cool. That's not
happening. But yes, stuff like that. Like Brandon said, it definitely knew the assignment. It really wasn't horror as it was kind of thriller comedy. Oh, it did have some scary moments, of her just because it's so freaky. But for the most part, it really wasn't horror. It was more. I don't want to put it in the level of campy horror, because I think that's a whole genre, and it really wasn't campy. But it's writing that line. It's writing that line between campy.
You almost could, because there were definitely some camp kind of cheesy moments there.
Well, you're talking about this, so let's talk about the bad then, guys. Give us what you asked for bad, Brandon.
I think that the main character of Gemma, played by Allison Williams, was a little undercooked and one note. Like, really, all you know about her is that she's basically just like a workaholic, and you don't really get anything. She was kind of hard to get a read on, early on, especially when she becomes in custody of her niece Katie, who she makes the M3GAN, who she makes the M3GAN doll for, or imprints the M3GAN doll on. So, like, even when she comes into custody of her, she really doesn't have too much of an emotional response at the death of her brother-in-law and her sister. So that really kind of threw me off. I'd say, what else? It kind of veers off into cliche category, especially during the climax. And there were kind of parts where I wasn't drawing comparisons to Child's Play necessarily, but I was kind of drawing a few comparisons here and there to the Child's Play remake from a couple of years ago.
Okay.
Just with the rogue AI. But this one, it was a double-edged sword, because it did the Child's Play remake a lot more competently and a lot better than the Child's Play remake did. But I'd say that was my main one. Some of the characters were kind of underdeveloped and kind of just there, just kind of cookie cutter characters, like the domineering boss, the workaholic protagonist. Her kind of some of the dialogue between her and her coworkers. So I'd say that was my main thing, just kind of undercooked characters, kind of here and there.
Okay. I was going to bring up a few more comments before we get your take, Tank.
Yeah.
So listen, I'm glad they didn't show the dog. Any movie where the dog can hurt, I'm rioting. You better not show a dog. No, I can't do that.
So there's a website. There's a website called Does the Dog Die? So if you ever want to know before you go see the movie, doesthedogdie.com actually tells you if any animals, I mean, obviously they don't get hurt in real life, but in the movie, do they get hurt? And
I emotionally can't do that. You know what? I'm using that every single. Doesthedogdie.com. Puss in Boots. Just
so, and you just look up the movie and it will tell you like yes or no. If an animal or pet dies. So,
hey, the more you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Horror Geek says it originally was going to be an R-rated, but they had a big teen audience on TikTok, so they made it PG-13. That's what happens when you do a dance montage
Mhm.
like that on TikTok. This is what you get.
God, the dances.
Tony says the little girl Katie tantrums were believable, too believable.
I-
She's like, seems like you had some personal experience with that, Tony.
Well, I agree in that, and I think that kind of works to the movie's advantage, because it was kind of a social commentary on how, kind of technology has really taken the forefront in a lot of in a lot of people's lives, especially young people. So she was she was the walking metaphor for that.
Mhm.
So it really worked for me. Um,
That's good.
Granted, I'd probably try to curb that really quick if I were a father, but
You could try.
but yeah,
You could try.
or try at least. Gemma was being a very very good sport about it, but it worked. It worked in the context of the underlying message. So I thought that was good.
Yeah.
All right. Erica says, it reminded me of the good son type of creepy scary. Erica, that's
Yeah.
such a good point. That's right on target with that. Good son. All right, Tank, tell us what you didn't like now.
Probably a lot of them are probably just like Brandon said. Some of the other characters, a lot of the side characters, like her coworkers, were just. You always have the serious one and then the goofy one. That's just like, it's such a thing that is what they do. They did it in Jurassic World. Like, oh, here's a serious one, and here's the guy who's a little goofy, and they had that in this one as well. And it was just kind of like they were somewhat annoying, but they didn't really have that big of a role. And you're like, whatever, like. Ronnie Chang. So if you watch the Daily Show, he's one of like the side characters. Does a lot of like he's Asian, so he does a lot of like Asian commentary on stuff. He's the boss guy in it, and I thought he did a really good job. But it's hard to. I think just who he is a funny guy, and he tries to be a funny guy. And even when he's trying to be serious, it's still like you're kind of laughing, because like
you wait for the punchline.
Yeah, he just like I think just how good he is with comedy is him trying to be like I don't know if it was really serious, but trying to be serious. It just didn't work that well. I loved it. I loved him though as a character, but. I think if he should have been a little bit more of an asshole seriousness rather than like, I don't know, I mean, it didn't do it for me, but he was okay. Yeah. I mean, the plot was kind of paper thin.
I was like, there's a plot.
I
thought it wasn't a plot. It was just like, we're gonna put these things out here, and this is where it is.
Keep dancing. The plot had some issues. Because at one point, like even like Horror Geek says, like, they talk about parenting and attachment theory, definitely a big part of the film. Yeah, so they have these big parts of where like they're trying to like teach maybe people our age who don't have kids like a Gemma, and then now you have a kid and now you're like, oh, there's these things that were big in the past, but now they're even more with you making attachments with certain things, but then that's all undermined by goofiness and silliness and stuff like that, so I think they were trying to put a message out there, and I think they were almost there, but then it instantly got undercut.
And the robot was like,
exactly, by doing the her swinging her arms like that, but her head's just still.
That was great.
It's the best.
That was great.
But yeah,
that's also.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna add a gift to that. But the bad. I think the bad is kind of what you normally think of when you think of a campy horror film. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, you're trying to be serious, but it's undercut with the funniness and the stupid silliness of it. So that kind of gets in the way of you being full campy. And I think every campy film kind of does that at one point or another. You
Well,
know,
you
it's like,
have,
oh,
like,
it's serious and then silly.
and that's
So.
kind of cut the tension. That's the point of it.
Yeah. But yeah, there
All
wasn't too much I didn't like.
Here's my question: are we going to get more?
Yes,
dude.
Because we have Chucky, and then we have lots of sequels and and the story continues to go on. Are we going to get more from this too? How do you think
it made almost 4 times its budget back on opening weekend? It's a critical
Against
darling
Avatar.
right now.
Just Avatar.
It's had a very creative marketing campaign. We're getting sequels.
Yeah, they already announced it. Like,
Yeah,
I believe it was earlier today. You know, as of recording this, they came out and they're like, "Oh yeah, no, we're going through number 2 and we're gonna get it pretty quick."
Yeah.
You know,
well, it's easy. If you have no plot, you can do that.
Yeah. And a good scary movie you could, you know, because you don't need that thick of a plot. You know, just
live life and then put this scary thing right in between of it, and that's just what it is.
Yeah. I like too that there wasn't that much CGI. So you know, it was
a lot of practical effects.
Yeah, there was 2 Megans, you know, actresses, Amy Donald and Jenna Davis, who both played Megan at different parts, either voice wise and body wise.
I think Amy Donald was the physical actress, if I'm not mistaken.
I think I don't know. They're both really young.
I might have it backwards.
They're both.
But yeah,
really
it definitely had a plot. It's just a plot that's been done before, but it was executed pretty solidly, I thought, in this case. But we're getting sequels. It cost it cost 12 million to make. It made almost 50 opening weekend. It's getting a sequel just on that alone.
The fact that we got 2 singing scenes is amazing.
Yep.
They were great. They were funny. You know,
I never.
Is this a comedy or is it a horror or is it a horror comedy? What is it?
I think it's both.
It's definitely a horror comedy, thriller comedy, thrill-omedy.
Yeah, I think seeing it in theater is interesting because I think everyone in my theater at least knew what they were in for, and there wasn't like loud laughter like, you know, at a comedy kind of, you know, show, but you definitely heard chuckles, you heard laughing, and you're like, oh my god, you know, like I heard like it's somewhere in the corner, you know. So it was definitely funny, and a lot of people I think had a good time at the theater with it, you know.
It's opening weekend made like more than Scream 5 and Smile domestically. Wow.
Yeah.
Mic drop.
I think domestically it made 30 just domestically, I think, something like that.
That's nuts.
Yeah. So
you guys want to get your rating?
Yeah, sure.
All right, here we go, guys. So
okay.
Take this tick off me.
Good. Yeah.
But I'm gonna let me hit the transition, then we'll do it.
No,
we do it. All right, as Spoiler Kings, we rate our movies a little bit differently. We go, you know, we got now. That means you need to stop everything, drop everything you're doing. You need to go see this movie right now. We have later, you know, hey, when you get a chance, if it's, you know, streaming, go ahead and, you know, take a chance and watch it. Or we have never. You need to do whatever it takes. If the movie comes on TV, avert your eyes, turn the TV off, throw it out the window. That's what we were talking about. So now, later, or never. Brandon, what you got your ratings on right here?
Quick decision now.
Oh wow!
Really, really had fun watching this. It's a premise we've seen done many times before. You know, obviously Chucky is the poster child for the killer doll genre. You know, like I said, we've seen this done before, but it's done very well. It's done, you know, it's done differently than that. Definitely succeeded where the Child's Play remake failed. It has more in common with that than the original Child's Play movie with Rogue AI. But really, really good. I loved the way it was directed. I thought the acting was very good. The character of Megan herself is one that I'd like to see more down the line. I think there's enough longevity that they could do a lot with it. And it had a message and it had interesting social commentary and the balance of the humor and like the kind of thriller aspect of it was very well handled, I thought. And it gave me some music to look up.
Yeah.
Sounds good. That sounds good.
Yeah.
So yeah,
what do you think,
I can
Tank?
now this.
What you got?
Man, as much as I loved it and had fun, I just gotta give it a later. It was just it wasn't gonna like you weren't losing out on anything. And I think we started off this episode with talking about there is no spoilers. There is no spoilers, which kind of if there's no spoilers, then you know exactly what you're walking into. And it is, it is what it is, and for what it is, it's fun. It's a fun time. You're gonna have a fun time at the theater. You and a bunch of random strangers are gonna laugh at some of the stupidest things you see on screen, and it's fun. But I just gotta put it as a later. I do recommend going to the theater though and seeing it. I mean, if you're done seeing Avatar for 4 times and you want something different, this is definitely the way to go. But overall, I would put it as in the later category. But
Totally understand.
super fun. If there's like the next couple weekends, there's not much coming out until Ant-Man, so you got about 5 weeks before the next blockbuster comes out. So yeah, you got time to go check this out. Maybe when I don't know how Brandon's theater was. My theater was fairly empty. There
were a lot of
that
people
many
in my showing.
Was it? We went
there were
early.
a lot of people in my show.
I think we went like at one of the earlier shows, like at 12 noon. And there was only like maybe like a quarter of the theater was filled. Like, it was pretty empty, So, but yeah, it's definitely a fun, date night kind of Friday night, Saturday night movie. I think you have a good time with it. So, but I can't put it as a now. It's not life changing or like cinema greatness, but it
you
is.
feel like you'd be doing wrong if you said that this is a down movie.
Yeah,
I got you.
I can't put like the Guillermo del Toro Pinocchio and this both as nows. Like, one's way better than the other, but
all right, okay. Well, I already see Tank already looked this up, but Brandon, I want to ask you, what do you think you got on the tomato meter?
94, 93.
Ooh, okay. And what do you think the audience gave it?
91.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad. So the tomato meter got 94%, and the audience gave it 80%.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's kind of crazy.
Some people, I think everyone that was going to go see it knew what we were getting into. It kind of even makes sense with what Horror Geek was saying. 30 million domestically. Smile made 22 million opening weekend. Both had great marketing. This had great marketing. TikTok really helped it out a whole lot. That releasing that dance scene made perfect sense. This is going to make a good amount of money. Can you imagine a $12 million budget and making $120 million?
I know.
It's possible. That's possible.
Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely like, so how many more can we make? But I mean, this is definitely a lot of people I heard saying it. This is definitely a Gen Z next level of Chucky. You know what I mean? Like, because I think this was trying, like Brandon said, like really great was this was trying to be the reboot of Chucky that the reboot of Chucky was trying to be. It did it better, and I think it needed to be. It needed to be its own thing. Like Chucky was Chucky from the 80s, cool, but now we have new toys and new technology, and it made more sense with this, Plus the story with the kid, Katie, and it being a toy and stuff like that. It was better told than like a Chucky remake, I think, tried to do, So it made more sense why Megan was, evil. So yeah, but yeah, it was definitely fun. But man, I was surprised the audience only 80%.
Yeah,
I thought it would be a lot higher.
I thought it'd be higher.
Same.
Like 99 audience, something crazy, because you going in knowing exactly what you're looking for. It is what it is.
Let me see some of the bad ones. Well, I know I was watching Zach movie reviews. I forgot his channel name. But he had put it, and he didn't really care for it. He thought it was just a little too goofy and silly. So,
Really?
but
Zack Attack reviews. Zack Attack
not
reviews.
Zach.
Another one.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. But yeah, he put out a review yesterday with it, and yeah, it was, but it was another Zach.
So my question is: so have you guys seen Ron has gone wrong, or what's it called?
Yeah, Ron's gone wrong.
Ron's gone wrong. So
I have not.
So if you take that and Chucky and put them together, they're like, is it like kind of like that? Because you have an artificial intelligence that's trying to be a baby, like trying to connect with a kid, and you have Chucky that's killing everybody, and you put them together. Is that kind of what we're getting? Since I'm not going to see this till tomorrow.
No, I that's a whole. I think that would be a whole nother kind of thing because Ron's Gone Wrong was kind of more him trying to be human. I would say that's more of a Pinocchio kind of retelling.
Was he really I thought he was just becoming a friend.
Becoming a friend,
teaching how to be friend.
Yeah, and doesn't understand, because he's like defective or whatever. This was something
because it seemed like I thought she seemed like a defective doll that's killing everybody. And my other question is there a connection between her and the girl? Is there a real viable connection that you see between her and the little girl?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yep, definitely.
Like Horror Geek said, attachment theory, 100%. It gets brought up a few times, which is something that like you kind of Brandon said, very social kind of commentary with like kids being stuck on their screen. So when you take away their screen, they lose their damn minds, because they're attached to it because it gives them what they want instantly, So so you get stuff like that.
Yep.
Right, but awesome. That's really cool for this.
You have a fun time at the theater, man. Yeah. So Zach Malind talks movies. That's he did his
talks movies. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I'm murdering your last name, but yeah, he did it and he didn't really care for it.
You're good at a lot of things, but saying names is not on top of the list. Yeah. But everything else you're pretty good at.
I can say like medical terms, like because those are easy. They're spelled how they're said. So
man, that's funny. But this is where our opinions are about this movie. Well, we really want to hear what you guys think. So please comment on this section right here. Make sure you like this video. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe to the video. We have a lot more reviews coming out. We have nerdhuddle.com working. So we have a lot of things that we want you in. Please join us for live streams. So thanks guys for watching, and we will see you guys next time.
Later.
All right. What else we got today, guys?
Another trailer.
Yeah.
Was there anything else?
Some good trailers.
And this is the only trailer everyone's talking about.
Well, of course. Is there anything else really worth talking about? I can go back to talk about Ant-Man again.
Although there were a few trailers at the theater. There was Renfield and then Evil Dead, which was funny because like that's what we watched.
We already did.
And back to back, they do really well. Although it was a different trailer for Evil Dead.
Yep.
Well, we watched the Red Band trailer, so we got to see a lot of the crazy shit. And even but my girlfriend looked at me and she goes, "No," like she hates gory, scary like that. So she's like, "Not happening."
If you guys check out our movie reviews, you'll see that we did the Evil Dead one. Boy, that one was crazy. I was like, yeah, if I go see that, I'm looking at the corner of the screen the entire time and pretending I'm watching the movie because I'm not a big scary movie person either. It's just I'm like, life is scary enough. Now you want to scare me for real? I'm good.
But I will watch me some Evil Dead.
I love you.
But that new one definitely looks intense. Might have to muster up a little courage to go see that one.
Yeah, I'm good.
And and if I do, I'm definitely not going at night or as it's getting dark out. I voluntarily do not have a car. I live within walking distance of a theater. I walk home from the theater. I don't want to do that at night after seeing Evil Dead.
You're a super Chicago person.
Yep.
Me and Tech, we live in the suburbs. We go. I have 3 cars just in case.
Mm-hmm.
One doesn't work. I've got another one going in. Like we gotta make sure it always has a car.
Yeah.
No, this is cool. This is very good. I am excited about a lot of these movies, but I am looking at the rest of January, and we really don't have a lot of movies coming out.
No.
I mean,
No,
the 13th, you got the house party one when they're in LeBron's house.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What was that movie? Plane.
That looks kind of fun. Yeah, Gerard Butler and
Mike Coulter.
Mike Coulter.
Yeah. Luke Cage.
Yeah, that looks good. That looks good action.
Yeah. Gerard Butler at this point, he sticks with what he's good at. You know, he's always entertaining to watch, I think. So.
But that's really all I see that's going to be really good. I mean, it's all missing, but I don't know how that's going to be. So I don't know. Oh, and then we get into February, it comes right off with a bang. Knock at the Cabin. That's when we're going to get that. So I can't wait to see that. Whew.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we might be disappointed, but we might as well go see
it.
Yeah.
He does not see a dime of my money ever since the last Airbender.
Evil Dead. Well, just read this because I can't say these words. So read.
Yeah, it is. So my girlfriend's never seen Evil Dead, the original Evil Dead, with Bruce Campbell and all that. And there is a weird tree part, and I told her that, and she's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's a little weird, but then it makes her like the evil mother god, kind of how it seems like in this new one. You know, you have your evil queen of all evil kind of stuff. You know, and yeah, that was weird. You know, but you know, Sam Raimi does Sam Raimi weird shit. So
Sam Raimi does Sam Raimi. That was the most perfect thing you could have said. That's what he does.
Yeah. But besides that, the movie, the Evil Dead, the original one, is so good. You talk about campy? That is the campy. I mean, it created campy.
Yep, that's Sam Raimi for you.
Yeah.
Yep, that's his
Multiverse
thing.
of Madness, craziness.
I'm trying to think. There was another trailer. I don't know what else came out. Mayfair Witches started.
Mayfair Witches. I wanted to talk about that. Yep. So
I haven't watched it yet.
I have not watched it. I'm going to. As soon as we leave here right now, I'm probably going to watch Mayfair Witches.
Probably watch it. Yeah.
I did not even realize that it started. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
So now I got something to watch tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea that started.
So I mean, go watch our channels. You know that we really love Interview with a Vampire. Mayfair Witches is going to be coming. It's coming on. Same type of stuff. We're going to probably watch that. I think we should review it. If the first episode is good, we're going to probably give it a weekly review. So
yeah. I think they're building an Anne Rice TV universe. I'm game. So yeah, I'm gonna be checking that out.
Very cool.
Do I think of anything else? Well, I know there's a lot of MCU changes.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot.
You saw that they're pushing back so many things.
Yeah.
It's like
Agatha, they're pushing back like
to 2025.
Yeah. So that is insane. I was like, really? Because they started shooting stuff already for Agatha, and they're like, we're gonna push it back 2 years. What?
Hey, Cookie says, I can't wait to hear what you guys think of Mayfair. I really liked it. Hey, Thursday we'll be on that. We'll be talking about Mayfair. I cannot wait to see it. I'm gonna watch it tonight. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
I definitely am.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely gonna start watching that.
Yeah, I forgot what that. Yeah, what reminded me. I think I saw somebody else's review about it, and I'm like, oh crap, man! I didn't want to watch it yet, because I want to, kind of make my own opinion first. But I was like, oh man, so I had to go add it to my DVR.
No, I had a warning. I had it already remind me of this. It reminded me as soon as it got this morning. Hey guys, Mayfair Witches. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh,
How that
all I heard is that it's nowhere near as good as Interview with a Vampire. That's really like high trying to get somewhere real. I mean, that's
tough.
Way up there. Like that's
tough act to follow.
Yeah, like you say, all right, Interview with a Vampire is like, okay, well, I'm in high school and I'm trying to be the Michael Jordan. Let's get to college first. Let's get to the NBA. Let's get there first. So, and it's just the first episode. We already know a lot of the characters in Interview with a Vampire. We have to be introduced to a lot of these characters. So let's, see what we get. And I'm sure we'll discuss all that on Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah, unless you're an Anne Rice fan, you really wouldn't know it's Anne Rice. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, witches and stuff like that. But I'm so excited about it. But even like looking back at like Interview, the first episode of Interview was good enough to keep me interested. But then it got better every week.
It got unbelievable by like third one. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is right up Brandon's alley. It's more of a slow burn, I think. Hey, there's Brandon right there. He's slow burn king right there.
Yeah, just I'm hoping it's like slow burn along the lines of. I'm hoping it's more slow burn along the lines of like the Batman or that sort of thing, and less of the slow burn along the lines of say Andor.
We're still waiting for the last.
But yeah.
Still waiting for it to come out.
I think.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna get on that.
Yeah, probably watch that.
It'll definitely.
Pretty soon, don't
I need stuff to tide me over until The Last of Us in a few days.
I know that's going to be huge. Seeing The Last of Us on Sunday, that's going to be huge. We're going to be talking to Derpy's one of our guys that is in chat a lot. We're going to talk to him. Maybe we're going to do a watch party if we can, and wait to see it.
Yeah, I mean, I like watch parties.
Sometimes you want to enjoy watching it and then talk about it afterwards. That's kind of me.
Yeah. And that's also kind of hard for me at certain times, like a Sunday night. Like, hey, like come hang out on a Sunday night. I was like, man, like, that's a rough time. The times are really, which is like why we really don't do a lot of the Chillmongers burning questions, because
man, I would love
Saturday in the middle of the day. It's such a hard time.
I run 8 restaurants, man. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, but what? Oh, so the only new trailer I can see is You, but I never watch any of You. So
yeah, me either. So.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
very creepy.
That's what I heard.
Especially the inner monologues of Penn Badgley. He crushes it in that role.
Bergie says, I'm very excited for The Last of Us. I mean, all of us are. That looks scary, creepy, and a great storyline. I'm glad we're getting a TV show, form, and we'll be able to enjoy the journey with it.
Pedro Pascal is doing just very good at playing. He's built a career off playing a babysitter for kids that aren't even his.
Did you see? Oh man, I think in our Discord, Derpy put something in there with Pedro Pascal. See if I can find it real quick. Oh man, I'm not gonna find it as soon as I started looking for it. But he had like his reaction to like whatever story. Yeah. And he was like, what? And I'm trying to remember what is it in the general?
Wasn't that on Facebook too?
Possibly. I don't remember where he put it at. Order talk. Yeah, then Martin came in. He goes, What's He goes, what is this page about? Well, he goes, open weekend. I was like, opening weekend.
This is what we do, man.
Yeah. Although no one really posted in there too much. There we go. Flappy Bird.
Yeah. He's like
the girl plays yeah, that's what it was. And then I guess because it's such a crazy thing, and like somebody killed somebody over it, and then Pedro like looked at the screen, he's like, wait, what? Over a video game? Yep. So yeah.
All right.
We
We got Horgy said they're very interested in seeing some of the changes they made from the game. The game, which is a movie in itself, it really is just you pick your own adventure. You control the movie as it's going. That's basically what the game is. So yeah, it's going to be great. I can't wait to see what we're going to get out of it. Man, Marvel's just Marvel's pushing back stuff. We have Last of Us. We have Mayfield Witches. This is all the stuff we're going to be dealing with for the next couple of days. You guys got anything else coming out? I mean, anything else we want to talk about?
As far as I know, man.
Trailer, but no.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of any other trailers that came out.
Yeah,
Quantumania was the big one. That was kind of the bane of my existence the last couple of days ever since I heard that it was coming out.
They announced it like a week ago, I believe.
About a week ago, yeah.
About a week ago, and I was like, oh shit! I'm like,
I
thought we were gonna miss it because I thought they were gonna play it like halftime, and I'm like, that's too early for us.
9:15. They said 9:15.
Yeah,
that's why I was like, all right, good.
So, yeah, I was trying to get down here.
If we don't have anything else right now, okay, I guess we will end the stream. Thanks to everybody in the comments. Horgy, Cookie, Erica, of course, our favorite. Tony Robinson, appreciate you. Alyssa, thanks for coming in. World's Biggest Geek, I appreciate you. What's that? We had Clayton Poindexter. We had Derpy, of course. Zack Attacks Reviews. He just did his first live stream today. Check Zack Attacks Reviews out. I mean, he's one of our favorites. Definitely do that.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, I mean, guys, thank you. This was fun. I'm glad we were able to react to this, and we'll be live Thursday, right around between 8:30 and 9. Please hit your notification, hit the bell. We're going to be coming in. Make sure you subscribe, and we will see you guys later.
Yeah.
All right, guys. See you
later.
Take care. See ya.